Well, I figured it out, and that's what I want to share with you right here in the video, so let's get into it and discuss what's going on. I know this video is going to be a little bit different than what we usually talk about here on the channel, but I recently made a discovery that I do believe is adding a lot of confusion right here in this community, and it also does answer a lot of questions. So let's get into it and talk about that discovery, so if you can, stick with me here for the next couple minutes. And I'll get this, just a few days ago, I was out in a separate video. The title of that video was May, June, and July for the low income. Let me say that one more time. May, June, and July for the low income. Does that title have anything to do with stimulus checks, money being distributed, anything along those lines? I would say no. That title has literally nothing to do with stimulus checks, has nothing to do with money, has nothing to do along those lines. But rather, in that video, if you happen to watch it, I was talking about how May, June, and July, something is going to be happening that is going to impact about 100 million low-income Americans. That's what I was talking about in that video. However, on the afternoon of the day that I actually posted that video, I decided to go through the comment section as I usually do in a lot of my videos. I spend some time to read through the comment section. As I've said before for many years now, I do my best to read as many comments as I can. I do my best to respond to as many as I possibly can, but to be fair, there's no possible way that I can read every single comment that comes in. There's thousands of comments that come in across the entire channel every single day, especially as I have, 3,500 videos, something like that. I get a lot of comments every single day, so I do my best to read through as many comments as I can on the most recent videos as much as I can. So, as a result of that, the afternoon of that day I posted the video, went into the comments section, started reading through the comments, which, by the way, just to put it into perspective, the time that I read through the comments, there was about 150 comments on that video, okay? Now again, I get it. 150 comments, not a ton, but at least it was a decent sample size to give me a decent perspective as far as what people were saying, the feedback on the video, all kinds of things like that. Here's what I found, and I found this on other videos as well. About 90% of the comments that came in on that one particular video were really nice, supportive, questions rolling in, nice, good questions, nothing wrong with them whatsoever. And again, if you're somebody leaving nice comments down below, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Seriously, you have no idea. Unless you're making videos, unless you're a content creator, it can be rough. I mean, seriously, the negative feedback, the mean things that people say, honestly, it can be kind of tough some days, okay? Just being real with you. By the way, I am not looking for a pity party. I am not looking for that at all. I'm the last person that wants something like that. But my point is, it's not like all roses and butterflies. Not at all, okay? Sometimes it can be really tough. Anyway, my point is, about 90% of the comments were very, very nice, okay? 10% of the comments were from angry, disgruntled, pissed off people for whatever reason, deciding to take out all their anger on me, calling me a liar, this is BS, you're a piece of crap, whatever they wanted to say about me, all kinds of things like this, okay? Again, no surprise, I see comments like this all the time, but in this one video in particular, I was noticing some different things. About 10%, again, give or take a little bit, something like that, about 10% of the comments that I saw on that video were really mean, things like this, people calling me all kinds of names and things like that. And I thought, why? What are these people saying in conjunction with this? Here's what I found. Literally every single person that said something mean to me in that one particular video, and again, this happens literally every single video. I guarantee you on this video, there'll be people down below yelling at me, telling me I'm a liar and saying, oh, you promised checks and all kinds of stuff like this. No, what you need to do is listen. That's what you got to do, okay? So here's what I found. As I read through the comments from these, say, 10%, or roughly the 15 comments on that one video that were super mean to me, I found that they all had something very common, okay? Here's what I found. These people were saying, there's nothing to do with checks. Checks are not arriving. Things like this. And I thought, but wait. This video has nothing to do with checks. I was literally talking about Medicaid and how they're going to be purging about 20 million people and losing coverages from Medicaid during May, June, and July. That's literally what I was talking about in that video. I was talking about how Medicaid, because of the public health emergency declaration ending, is basically going to be purging virtually everybody off of Medicaid and then basically 20 million people or so, give or take, however many, are going to be losing Medicaid coverages permanently. That's literally what I was talking about in the video. Had nothing, literally nothing to do with stimulus checks. I don't even think I said those words in that video. There'd be no reason for me to say that because it had nothing to do with that. But what I found is from the people that were being mean, were basically not watching the video. I know that for sure. They did not watch the video. In fact, on some of the people, I even wrote back and I said, did you even watch or listen to the video? Because what you just accused me of literally was nothing that I said in this video. It had nothing to do with the video, okay? And here they are yelling at me like, you said checks are arriving. Here's what's interesting about this. For the last year and a half or so, and again, give or take a little bit, maybe it's not exactly a year and a half, but give or take a little bit, for about a year and a half, I have been very clear and very transparent about this. Checks are not arriving. Checks have not been approved. Checks are not going to be deposited tomorrow. Checks have not been approved by Biden. Checks have not been approved by Congress. Checks are not coming, okay? I've made this very, very clear over the last year and a half or so. In so many of my videos, I've made this very clear. I don't know how else to say it. Should I make a big banner across every single video? Checks are not coming. I don't know what else to say, okay? I mean, seriously. So what I found, so then I dug into that video a little bit further and I thought, what is going on here? And so here's what's interesting. On the back end of YouTube, they give us a ton of different analytics, as in all kinds of stuff. We know a lot of things about our videos, okay? They basically give us every little analytic that you could possibly think of about our videos. Here's what I found. So I started going back in a bunch of my videos and I thought, what is going on here? Here's what I found. The average watch time on my videos. Now, most of my videos, as you probably know, are usually around, I don't know, 10 to 13 minutes or so, give or take a little bit, but usually around 10 to 13 minutes is probably about my average video, okay? Why? Apparently, that's just how long it takes me to say what I want to say. Anyway, what I found is that the average watch time across the board is about 4 minutes and 52 seconds across virtually all of my videos, okay? Now, obviously, some of my videos, it's 5 minutes and 21 seconds. Some videos, it's 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Some videos, it's 4 minutes and 32 seconds. But either way, what I found, the common theme across virtually, well, a huge percentage of my videos is about 4 minutes and 52 seconds is the average watch time. That's less than half. Well, let's just be fair. That's about half the time of my average video, about 10 to 13 minutes or so. Again, so it's maybe anywhere between about, I don't know, what is that, 40 to 50% of my video is actually being watched. The other, 50 to 60% of the video is not even being watched. And that's okay. Again, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your time. I'm not here to say you should watch all my video. I never say that. If I do say that in any of my videos, it's because it's something very, very important that I want to make sure that everybody understands. Other than that, I never say, watch my videos. If you want to watch my video for like 2 seconds, that's fine. If you want to watch it for 7 minutes, that's cool too. If you don't want to watch it at all, that's fine. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do with your time, okay? But what I do know is that I try to do the best research, and I boil it all down into the shortest videos that I possibly can because I want to be respectful of your time, okay? So that's one thing that I do know. And again, I go through a ton of information every single day. And there's a lot of information that I don't even share with you in videos because I don't find it valuable enough to share in the videos, which is why I go through literally hundreds of articles every single day, and I boil down the most relevant to those of you here in the community, and I deliver it in a video. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes people here in the community couldn't care less, and that's okay. It's like baseball. You got to get up there and just swing, swing, swing. Sometimes you make contact. Sometimes you don't. That's fine. Doesn't matter. It's the whole game of making videos, okay? Anyway, long story short, is basically what I found is that most of my videos, like literally every single one of my videos, is only being watched by about 50%, only about 50% of it. And what I found from the angry, disgruntled people who are pissed off at me, yelling at me down below in the comment section, don't watch any of my video other than like 3 seconds of it, just long enough to make their disgruntled comment down below, yelling at me, telling me that I'm a piece of crap and that I should stop making videos and things like this. Basically just being, mad at me for whatever reason. And then I realized, oh, wait, they didn't even watch my video. They're just pissed off and yelling at me down below because they didn't get a check. I've said this very clearly. Checks are not coming, okay? But here's what I do want to say as well, okay? Now, to be fair, yep, I have come out every so often and I do talk about stimulus checks. Why? Is it because I'm misleading and because I'm a liar and I'm just full of crap all the time? No, it's because, as I said in those videos very, very clearly, I say this every single time in the videos. Checks are not arriving, but here's what I'm watching based on the current state of the economy, based on everything that's going on right now, here's what I'm watching because, as I've said before in other videos, in the event that the economy goes down the tubes, guess what happens? They print money. They stimulate massively. They do the same thing every single time. So again, I want to keep you updated with what I'm watching and what's going on in the economy because I know many of us here in the community want to believe that Congress cares about us. Congress doesn't give a rip about us, okay? I'm just being honest with you right now. Congress could not care less. They care about their agenda. They care about their little pet projects. They care about blowing taxpayer dollars, and they care about staying in their roles, okay? They care about being reelected, and they care about getting their $200 plus $1,000 a year salary. That's what they care about. They care about nothing other than their best interests, okay? So, as a result of that, when it comes down to the economy, even though we all want to believe that Congress cares about us, they don't. They couldn't care less about us. We got to realize that, and we need to know the truth about that. That's the truth about it, okay? But when it comes down to another check or anything like that going out, it's all going to come down to the economy. I've made that very, very clear for the last year and a half or so. In the event of another check, it has nothing to do with COVID. COVID is gone, okay? Don't even worry about COVID anymore. The reason that I say that is anything that comes down to another check will have nothing to do with COVID. Okay, so I've seen that down below in the comments section before, people saying it's not going to be a COVID check. You're right. It's not going to be a COVID check. It's going to be a we blew it and we need to bring the economy back because we caused way too much inflation check. That's what it's going to be is we blew it, we didn't know what we're doing, and we're going to issue a check because we crashed the economy, okay? That's the kind of check it's going to be. It's not going to have anything to do with COVID. COVID is, there's a lot of opinions about COVID. I'm not saying we have to not worry about it, stuff like that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just simply saying it's not going to be about that anymore. It's going to be about an economic relief check, whatever they want to call it, okay? Back in the day, in 2000, 2001, with the economic crash then, the dot-com bubble, there were checks. Nothing to do with COVID. It was all about economic revitalization, okay? 2008, 2009, the great financial crash. There was a check then, too. Nothing to do with COVID, nothing to do with nothing to do with a virus. Yes, it was a recession. It was an economic contraction. That's what it came down to. Again, economic relief check or whatever they call it. It all has something to do with economic, whatever check. That's what they always talk about, okay? Anyway, that's what it comes down to. So that's why I come back every so often and I do talk about stimulus checks. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with giving an update on where we currently stand with the economy and what's going on there. Not only that, let me throw this out there one more time, okay? Again, like I said, I do my best to read through as many comments as I can down below in the comment section. I do my best. Obviously, again, I'm going to be real with you. I don't read every single comment that comes in. Reason being is there's no possible way that I can wake up in the morning at 4:30 when my alarm goes off and I roll out of bed, and I most days don't want to, again, and then go to bed around 11:30 or so. My point is, during the time that I'm awake every single day to make videos and to do all the research and to prepare all the videos, to upload the videos, to trim the ends on the videos and all the back end stuff like that, doing the research, trying to spend a couple of hours of time with my family a day. It's not much. Ask my wife. Drives her nuts that I'm constantly on my phones and doing research and stuff like that. But again, basically, my point is, I just don't have time to read all the comments, okay? I do my best. I read as many comments as I can. I probably read, to be fair, a couple hundred a day, okay? I probably get, I don't know, maybe a couple thousand, depends on the day. Sometimes it's maybe a couple thousand, maybe it's 1,000 a day. It's anywhere in between there. But I probably read, I don't know, 200, 250, something like that. Again, just being fair with you, okay? But as a result of that, anytime that I see the same questions coming in time and time again, I like to make dedicated videos about it. I've been saying this for years now. When I see the same questions, if I see it say 3, 4, 5, 7 times, I feel like, hey, if these 5, 6, 7 people have the same question, I'm guessing there's probably, there, I don't know, 500, 1,000, 3,000 people that probably have the same question, either here in this community or somewhere online that may come across the question. So therefore, let's make a video about it, right? Anyway, you kind of see what I'm saying here? So, I know, super going off on a rant here, but at the same time, I don't know. It's just like what it all comes down to, what I think is truly causing a ton of confusion here in this community is the people that don't watch the videos long enough to understand what is going on. They come in, they watch 3 seconds of it, they yell at me down below in the comments section, say that I'm a liar and I'm full of BS and all this other stuff like this, and then they run away and say, you told us a check was coming. No, I didn't. Never said a check was coming. Didn't say that. It's been years, okay? It's been 2 years since the last check came out. Well, it's a little bit more than 2 years, to be fair. 2021, we're in, 2023, something like that. I mean, obviously, we're in 2023 now. Still relatively early, but it's been over 2 years since the last time a check came out. And again, does this mean we're never going to see checks again? I wouldn't say that. I would almost say there is almost a 100% guarantee. Now, obviously, I can't guarantee anything, but I would say this much. There's going to be more checks coming out. When it happens, I don't know. It's going to be coming down to the economy. When the economy goes bust, when we see another huge economic contraction, which we're probably going to see relatively soon, there's a lot of things that are basically just dangling on the edge of a huge cliff right now. When a little breeze comes by, blow it right off the edge, right? When it goes down and crashes, that's when we're going to see the next round of checks go out, okay? Just saying. So anyway, I've made this very clear so many times in other videos. But again, I just want to come back and talk about this because I thought it was pretty interesting that as I dug into the people that were making such mean comments down below, I realized, wait, they didn't even watch the video. All they did was came in, yelled at somebody because who knows, I don't know, maybe they're mad for some reason. They decided to take it out on me or whatever. All I want to say is that listen a little bit. I mean, seriously, listen to the videos a little while. You don't need to sit around for the whole time. There's probably nobody watching right now. That's totally fine. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's about me bringing the information to you that I find. If you choose to watch the entire video, that's your choice. You have the choice to click on the video. You have the choice to click away from the video. You have the choice to do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. I'm not the person to tell you what to do. I couldn't care less. It doesn't matter, okay? All I want to do is serve you. All I want to do is provide value to you through the information that I find in the research. If you don't find it to be valuable, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? I'm just doing what I can here. I can't please everybody. Here's the saying, right? If you try to please everybody, you please nobody, right? So I'm trying to do what I can to please as many people as I can, but at the same time, there's still going to be some people, no matter what I do, it's not going to be good enough. Anyway, just trying to do what I can here. But again, a little bit of discovery here over the last few days, which, by the way, I've been looking at a lot of my videos here over the last several days since I've been, looking at this more closely. And I continue to see the same statistics coming in time and time again. Most comments are really nice. Some are disgruntled. Some are angry. And what I find with the angry people, those people, they don't watch the videos. That's why they're so confused. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Again, enjoy your day. Hope you're doing well. But again, please just remember, I'm here to do whatever I can to help you out. I can only do so much. I am not Congress. I'm not Congress. There's nothing to it. There's nothing about that, okay? I'm not the president. I'm not Congress. There's nothing I can do to influence them. Even though I want to, they don't care about me. They don't care about us. They care about themselves. All they care about is the person that looks back at them in the mirror. And that's unfortunately the only person that cares about them too. So they don't care about us and we don't care about them. Anyway, end of story. Enjoy your day. Have a good one and catch you again.